Hello and welcome back to Transport Fever 2, the UK modded series. Thank you very much for joining me in today's video. Now, last time out we created this branch line that you can see going off sort of peeling off to the right and then disappearing over a bridge, and then it actually disappears further off to the right, but we need to go around a hill. That is why you see it sort of veer to the left before going back over to the right. But anyway, we created that branch line over to Lichfield. Now, that video wasn't a time-lapse because I did not have time, but this video is going to be a time-lapse, and in this video we're going to be continuing and finishing the route from Lichfield over to New Romney. So I'm going to be finishing off the farms in that area, building the railway, building up, obviously making the railway look right, readjusting the farms and building the station into New Romney and seeing what we can do. So that is the plan for this video. I'll see how much detail I can put in as well. I've been looking around the map just a little bit before beginning this recording session, and I think there is a fair amount of good stuff on the map, a fair amount of good detail already going in, just naturally, where we cut through forests, for example. I think it is working, so I just need to continue working on that and adding more as a train comes pottering along. I'll take a screenshot right there. Anyway, that train has probably told me that is enough of me blabbering on. Time to get started. So after the intro we will be going into a time lapse, so hopefully you enjoy the build from Lichfield over to New Romney. Okay, and there we go. We have the route from Lichfield over to New Romney. Now, taking a look at this took a total of about, I think I was doing this, well, from what you see, it's about 90 minutes. However, whilst I was doing some of this, my game decided to crash, and I lost some of the footage, and I lost some of the buildings. So I had to do some of this fencing again. I think the fencing went back to about somewhere about here. So I had to start again from there and continue back outward. So I lost a little bit there, not a lot, but still a little bit, which would have given me a little bit more time to do other things. But this is as much of the time lapse that I'm going to do this week. What I will do though is before next week, I plan to get the fences in all the way to New Romney and back. So this is the routes we have. As you can see, I put the route in. I also redesigned the farms as there should be. So there's just one farm here, which I think looks quite nice. I have a feeling this will eventually become a park of some sort. Not entirely sure though. But yes, this is what we have. So you can see that we have a bit of a gorge here through the terrain, like that, which I think looks pretty good because that is fairly realistic. If we were to maybe get a screenshot like this, would that do? Just trying to find a decent-ish angle. And you can see here you've got the cut in the terrain there for the railway, and you've got the road over on that side, which I think that does work pretty nicely. I'm actually going to take a screenshot of that, though it is not exactly the nicest of places to take a screenshot. Though that being said, I wonder if this is a decent spot to take a screenshot. Sorry, as usual, I'm going to be looking for screenshot opportunities. Actually, that does look like a good sort of in progress screenshot right there, because you can see that things are still missing. For example, just here, obviously something has to go in there, and I haven't yet managed to get that going. So you can see that it roughly follows the road in this area. Obviously the road is far more wibbly and wobbly, and up here we've got a massive embankment where the road can dip down and then take a much steeper climb. Obviously this cannot. I'm going to be working on this area too. I'm just trying to think about again, I wonder what sort of thumbnail would work in this instance, because you can see that the railway's up on an embankment. The road is most certainly not on an embankment, and the railway ends up underneath. I think once that is finished, that will be a nice screenshot. But that being said, perhaps about here might actually give us something that we are looking for. There's the tunnel. Let's see what we've got. 35 mil. There we go. We have the tunnel. We have a road. I think maybe I'm not entirely certain here. Again, I'm just continuing. So it goes down under this tunnel, comes out here, and then that is where it joins up in Lichfield. So it wasn't a long route to do, but of course I had to put the farms in as well, which took some time. But that is all now completed. Now, what I am going to do is I am going to set up the new route, and I do think Ely is going to end up becoming the main station. So I'll start a new line. No, that isn't right. And we're going to go Ely to not there. Here we go. Lichfield. New Romney and back Litchfield. There we go. It shall not be green. We're going to make this a deeper red. And we are going to work out why it doesn't want to. Because we do not have. Right, let me make this, get this right. PARW Illy to New Romney. There you go. Is that not what they are? RA is railway, not RW. Wait, RW should be railway. Why have I done RA? That sounds stupid. Never mind. Never mind. Okay. And what I am going to have to do is set some tracks here to have the crossing over like so. Now, the question here, now there's space to put a train in there and the next clear train would be over there. This might cause us issues simply because we may end up with trains getting stuck. We'll have to have a look. We will have to see. And now that looks like it's working as it should. Awesome. So that is going to be the route all the way. Is that single track? Yes, because it becomes a single track. As you can see, it isn't double tracked all the way. There is a significant amount of single track, although for some reason here it does not. Maybe I haven't put the. No, that is correct. So why does it not? Oh, because the station's probably wrong. Litchfield, yes. There you go, on the way back. Platform 1. Awesome. So, there you go. That is that particular setup done. All we now need to do, and I'm going to do this obviously on without a time lapse, is to put in one of these. And I think this is probably the one I want to put in. And which way? No, oops. Which way should I put this? Station sign. That way? There we go. It just looks like it just fits in quite nicely into this gap. We could probably put a couple of other things there. But that will be a fairly simple shelter. 1850, terminal length 40, sure. Bus, actually 2020, we have bus and bus. That looks simple enough. No, that doesn't work. That does. That certainly works, so that is what I'm going to use. Okay, I'm quite happy with that. Oops. What does that say? New Romney sidings. I'm going to have to go around renaming all of these. So that's that done. Now all I need to do is get the... Just realised New Romney could become a massive shipping. Or I'm not sure what we would ship from down to New Romney if we were going to, but there is an opportunity for it. Right, city transport bus stop, and we should have a bus stop here, and I'd like to have one. So I'd like to have one down there, but that does not particularly work at this point in time. So to keep things quite small, with the intention of keeping things small. There is a word I was looking for there. It's completely escapes me. In the interests of, there you go. That's the word I was looking for. In the interest of keeping things small, this is what I'm going to do. So this is just what? New Romney 01. And then another line, opposite way, bit darker, P-A-R-D, New Romney 02. Awesome. And in the next video, I will get these set up. So we'll have the buses running and we will do a ride along on our new, not yet completed route, but certainly a route that is being built up nicely. So we will do a ride along from Ely over to New Romney and back and see what we can see, because I think some of these views are going to be rather nice. For example, once this is fully up and running, that is going to look rather nice. Maybe that's kind of hidden down there, unfortunately. So that maybe there's something I can do. There might be some potential I have to try and be able to see that. Certainly this one is going to look quite nice because you're traveling along here and you can see that area, and then even right here you can see we're getting pretty close to it, and then as we go down, just going underneath, come out this side. Perhaps when we're traveling in this direction, yep, that looks pretty cool when we're traveling in this direction. So in fact, that looks very, very nice. Just gives it it just looks very, I'll be honest, that looks really quite realistic. Once I get the trees and everything in properly, that one certainly does work. Anyway, that is where I think I'm going to end this video. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to hit the like button if you like this video, subscribe to the channel for more videos on Transports Fever 2, the UK modded series. Leave a comment in the comments box below letting me know what you think. Don't forget to support me on Patreon if you can do so at www.patreon.com/ECGadget. Your support would be massively appreciated. I do not like that bump, not one bit. I'm not keen on that bump at all. But anyway, I guess that's something I'm going to have to work on. If you can do so, also you can follow me on social media at ECGadget LP for both Twitter and Instagram. That is all from me, and I will see you next time in Transports Fever 2, where, as I said, we will do the ride along, and we'll see what comes about from there. Oh, this looks like another opportunity for a fantastic screenshot, actually. If I can get this S-curve just right. Look at that. Not too shabby at all. Anyway, that is all from me. And I'll see you next time I was going to say I'll see you next time, and then I ran out of things to say. No, I'll see you next time in Transports Fever 2, the UK modded series.